You were never meant to be sick, and there is a 3-step process to healing any disease in your body. And I'm going to outline it today. And this will reprogram your subconscious mind and help you to heal any disease. And I've got multiple testimonials to prove that this is a proven method. This works, and why it works, you're going to know today. So the first step on any process of healing, and you can use this to manifest anything as well. The first step you're going to have to get really good at is mastering your emotions so that the outer world no longer has an effect to pull you this way, that way, or the other. This is what I want to tell you to be sure. There's a proven method. If you are not going to make reality the God of you anymore, if you are not going to let your symptoms be the God of you anymore, this will help you to bring back balance to your nervous system, to your body, to allow that divine energy that grew you from a cell, that knows how to heal your body, knows you better than any doctor. And you do it by letting go of the inner turmoil inside of you. There is a turmoil inside of you, a trauma that you've been holding on to for so long. Life has become a dangerous place to live, and it's only because of the way that you see life. It's the way that you've embraced life to what it is. How do we change that though? Well, you see, the beautiful part is you start to actually embrace pain and reactions. You no longer fear negativity. The first step really here to master your emotions, do not fear negativity anymore. See it as your body telling you, giving you a sign of what's actually going on inside of you. Your body is screaming at you through your emotions to tell you how you actually feel. So if you're having digestive issues and you're scared at the sight of food, that is your body screaming that there is not balance there. There's no joy and peace in food. If you're having pain and you can't move, or you're struggling to get out the house, there is a sign there that the body is saying, the world outside of me is dangerous. I have felt so much anger and fear inside of me, and it's tried to tell me through my emotions, but I never listened. I just pushed it away because I was scared of negativity. I was speaking to a client last night, and I told her to embrace pain. And she actually admitted, I've always wanted to push away negativity and pain. It frightens me to feel that way. So I just turn away from it and ignore it. And one of the things that's said a lot in spirituality is ignore reality. Don't ignore reality, face it. Face it with where you are. Be there in that moment. It feels rubbish. It feels painful. It feels bad. That's fine. But you don't have to hold on to it and keep approving it and surrender to fear. We're always surrendering, you see. But we surrender to fear because it feels so real. But it's such an illusion, and your emotions aren't a sign of truth. It's a sign of how you're interpreting reality. Do you believe that you live in a reality that is safe? Do you believe that you live in a body that loves you? If you don't, you need this first step totally. So you need to start to get to the point where you're able to see that feeling and you don't take action from it. Instead, you get very still and relaxed. And that's why I created the relax, release, re-intend. So you relax physically the body in that moment of fear. You see, a body or a system that is in fear, it wants to add energy to the muscles, take it away from digestion, take it away from healing, and it wants to take you on a journey. It wants you to take action towards an end result. And that's where the problem lies. It's that you need to take this action towards that end result. But do not take that action from fear. Instead, do the opposite. Get very still, very relaxed. Start to work with the energy in your body. Let it just do what it wants, because you know what it wants to do. And I'm going to tell you, it wants to leave your body. The system doesn't like feeling frightened all the time. It's not your natural state of being. Your natural state of being is peace and presence. And we can see that through the animal kingdom. If we see it in animals, they're present. They do not fear what's going on. They do not fear reality. They stay present to the moment. Now, they may have a shock from a predator, but as soon as they've escaped, they go back to the watering hole and they drink. So you need to teach your nervous system that relaxation. That's why it's having such bad reactions to this life. So we sit still. We go into that meditative state and we just start to watch what's happening in the body, then the body will start to release it. It starts to let it be. It starts to let it go. Now, the point being there is you do not rush it. You do not even need it to let it go straight away. You just allow it to move in the body. You allow it to move itself. Now, from here, your subconscious mind is open to suggestion. So the next state that you have to do is you have to now intend the truth as it is now, that you are healed, that you are whole. And you can use this with prayer, affirmation, or visualization. You start to see yourself in the now as whole and perfect. You start to allow God to work through you. You start to surrender your system to something greater than yourself. Because I'm going to tell you something, guys. When have you ever consciously grown your hair? Whenever, look at my beard, it needs a trim. I didn't consciously make it grow. It just seems to do it all the time. I've just eaten foods earlier and it's digesting in my system. I have no control over that. I have a beautiful system that knows how to do that. So if I surrender to that truth, that the system inside of me wants me well, it wants me here, it wants me alive, it wants to protect you, that's when you can start to claim from there and say, that my system is made by the grace of God. It knows only health and harmony. It knows only peace and joy. I live in divine peace. I live in divine harmony. Every cell of my body is aligned to this truth. Every cell of my body is working now to my greatest good, to my growth, to my wonderful healing. I am healed and whole. I am well. Or you can visualize the system part of your body that is out of balance, and you can start to see little workmen in there building away, fixing things. You can start to use any type of visualization. But if you do that before step one, it's never going to listen, because you can't outthink fear. You can't outthink fear. That's a big one here today. You can't outthink fear from the conscious mind, because it's going to start to say things back to you. And even when you're in the relaxed state, it might say, this isn't going to work. This doesn't work. This isn't for you. It works for everyone else, not me. That's the ego trying to protect you. So you let it speak. You let it have its words. You let it do what it wants. But it's meaningless. It's meaningless because it's the state of being that creates reality, not the thought. The thought on top of a state of being can help us, yes. But you use affirmation to help you maintain that state and to convince your subconscious mind of a truth of healing. But the healing has always been a truth, because that's why humans have been here for thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years, okay? And then the next step is you want to maintain that state. You need to make your inner world, your inner environment, the most important part of your life. Stop trying to heal yourself. Stop trying to manifest that dream and just start to align to peace and surrender to the natural flow of life there. It will guide you. It will love you. It will heal you. It will tell you what foods to eat. It will tell you what drink to drink. I've been convinced by surrendering to not drink alcohol anymore. And I'm working out and I'm doing these things, but it's from a calling, not from a push or a need. It's from an understanding, from a peaceful state. I'm being guided. So you claim guidance in every area of your life. You let situations happen in front of you and you do not respond to them. You do not make gods of anything outside of yourself. This is the biggest one. Remember, God said, I'm a jealous God, worship no one but me. So he's saying, don't give your power to circumstance. Don't ignore it, but face it with the grace of God. And I think the biggest imagery I want you to think of is you're standing next to Jesus himself and there's a pit of snakes and he says, walk through the snakes and I'll protect you. Do you hesitate, or do you do it with a blind faith, knowing that you are protected and safe? And I want you to claim that this is a safe world for me to be in. I forgive all who have ever harmed me. I let go of any past event that ever hurt me, because there is only now, and right now I am safe. And you convince your mind of this. So when you're doing actions that feel uncomfortable, even like tomorrow, I've got to get a second car because we just can't have a big family like ours and not have a second car. I don't necessarily want to make that jump or that investment, but it's been guided to me. The situations keep coming up to bring me to that state. And another interesting example in life is the holiday I went to in Dubai. It was so difficult to book. I should have listened in that time, but you learn from it, you see. Because when life is pushing back at you, it's time to slow down. It's time to let go and get to a peaceful state and understand where you really are. Because once you're in that peaceful state, only clarity can come up. And you can start to focus on an idea long enough for it to take hold in your body. But if you keep jumping from fear and emotion and guilt and shame, and why did they do that to me? You cannot concentrate long enough or have clarity long enough to see the end result. It's about patience. Third step is absolute patience in knowing that the system inside needs to balance, then the body follows. You see, the body is the ship and you're the captain. So you create the environment, then it flows towards the end. There is no need to push it, force it, make it, to do it something. It wants to do it. Your body wants you well. This is what you must remember. So if you follow those 3 steps every day, for even 30 to 60 days. See, I have my 8-week program that I work with people. Within 8 weeks, sometimes even within a couple of weeks, the amount of healing that takes place can only be seen as a miracle. And these are manifestations too of people manifesting vast amounts of money for their business, vast amounts of love in their relationship. This is the true state of being, and it's never from effort. So patience, because patience means that you trust. Trust means you have faith, and your faith has made you well. That's what I want you to remember today. So guys, I am opening up 3 more spots at this beginning of this month, here now, where we are now, for people who are ready to take that leap of faith, who need that bit of guidance to stay in that state of being long enough to heal. If this is for you, the link is in the description, and I want to see you there. It's a wonderful program, meeting 1-to-1 every week, group sessions every Monday, lifetime access to my learning hub, a personalized plan. And it's messaging support too. So just see me as your spiritual best friend. If these videos have been resonating with you and you are ready to make that change, I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.